We're out here in Miami talking to Amazon sellers. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Mari.
Do you sell on Amazon? What's your biggest bottleneck?
Right now, the growth bottleneck is probably,
I don't really have a sales background, so reaching out to the brands, the cold calling.
My biggest advice for that would be, hey, what's up? My name is Dan. I'm an 8-figure Amazon wholesale seller. I'm here at Miami Sellers Conference, chopping it up with a bunch of other sellers, and I'm gonna just try and give out some free game and see if I can help some sellers that I meet at the conference. So here we go. Hey, how's it going? What's your
up,
name?
man? Jacob.
Jacob, nice to meet you. Dan, how long have you been selling on Amazon?
So I started back in August. Haven't really been selling that long.
Yeah, less than a year. What's that, 7-8 months now? Yeah. Awesome. What's your business look like right now?
So I started all OA. Honestly, got tired of the OA grind, the back and forth. So I just switched to wholesale brand direct, focusing mainly on brand direct.
Awesome. And what's your biggest bottleneck in your business right now?
Probably building out brands to contact, over analyzing them.
Okay.
You know, just being so used to analyzing things with OA, and I'm just like going over and over a certain brand, how many products they have that are good, instead of just like,
yeah, I like the motto, like, done is better than perfect. Instead of trying to find that perfect brand and contact a very small number of those brands, I would contact anything that's even remotely close to give yourself some practice contacting brands. Usually, you know, brands that aren't even perfect, there's a few SKUs that will work, and you can turn mediocre brands into better brands if you work with them and get better pricing and stuff like that. And lastly, like finding that diamond in the rough brand that just meets every single criteria perfectly. What if you spend all this time analyzing and then they just give you a quick no anyway? So I feel like volume is better, even contacting what you may think are mediocre brands. Just get the reps in, and usually magic happens rather than analyzing, trying to find the perfect thing. And then maybe you contact them and you're super disappointed because like you did all this work like leading up to the reach out. So the Amazon sellers that do the best are the ones that just brute force it and like try things, try every possible angle, path to get in, and just take action over like the analysis part. Hopefully that unblocks you, and we'll end the video with, would you prefer the Audi or the 911?
all day.
So am I. Well, if I can't get the Hyundai here, that would be number one, but yeah, I'll take the R8 as well, so. Good luck, sir. All right. Hey, man. What's your name?
I'm Kenny, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How long have you been selling on Amazon?
Yeah, so I've been selling on Amazon for 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
It's actually shaping from an RA background business to a wholesale business, all brand direct with some exclusives already.
What would you say your biggest bottleneck is to growth?
Right now, the growth bottleneck is getting more brands that are kind of on the fence on working with somebody like me, but they have the idea and they want to do it. It's more of a getting them to pull the trigger and making it make sense for them.
Okay, so going from a maybe to a yes on these brands. In terms of what I do to maybe unblock you there would be gather data, any like rejection or even any maybe, ask why, and you'll start to see certain patterns emerge, like the same reasons why they might be hesitant, and then try to recraft your presentation to address those issues. Keep refining and refining until, you know, those maybes turn into yeses. And just by the nature of any business, you're not going to close 100% of sales in Amazon or literally any other business. The best thing to aim for is just getting to at least an industry standard like close rate and not try to necessarily win all of them. But yeah, it sounds like you're well on your way to greatness. So
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, what's your name, man?
Hi, my name is Sang.
Sang, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So you're an Amazon seller. How long have you been selling on Amazon?
So I'm selling on Amazon over 1 year.
Over a year, okay.
Yes, over a year.
And what does your business look like right now?
So we started at like RA, like retail arbitrage, go to every single store, Walmart, like Costco, stuff like that, and scan every product. And then I transit to like OA, the online arbitrage. And then right now I'm kind of like transit into wholesale and brand like exclusive.
Have you secured a brand or wholesale account yet? Or
We opened a lot of wholesale account, and then we recently have one exclusive brand directly.
Wow, let's go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My biggest problem right now is like for the first impression when I outreach to the brand, they don't like respond to my email and stuff like that. Even I follow up like the second time or third time, like they ignore me. So
Yeah, and the truth is these days, a lot of really highly desirable brands get contacted multiple times every single day.
Yep.
So I think the key to getting their attention is differentiating yourself. So that could be just a better quality pitch. Something I like to do is like attach a whole PDF pitch deck with infographics or data about their brand, something that's different that they haven't seen many times before. And that will often have them be able to respond to the email, whereas they wouldn't before. And then another tip I have is using a software like Apollo.io, there are a couple others, where you can get actual real people's email addresses at the company instead of their general mailbox where they've been instructed to basically bat away any Amazon inquiry. But if you reach a sales director or a territory sales rep in your area, you'll have a much higher chance of getting a real response from a real person. So I'd recommend both of those things to implement, and hopefully your close rate gets better and better from here. So.
yes, thank you so much for the info.
Yeah,
though.
you got
Yes.
it. Absolutely. So if you guys liked what you heard with some of the advice that I gave to these sellers, that's an example of what I do basically every single day in my wholesale community. Each and every student, I like to unblock whatever they're going through and brute force it until they break through to where they need to be. So if that's something you're interested in, then click the link below and schedule a call with the team, and we'll see if we're a good fit. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Mari.
Mari, I'm
Yes.
Dan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
You as well. So do you sell on Amazon?
Right now, I don't sell it.
Okay. But you're at the Amazon conference.
I am
so
at the Amazon conference. I was interested in learning about Amazon, so I'm here to kind of learn and mingle and talk to people to see what it's about. I'm a content creator. I do TikTok Shop and TikTok Live, so I get free samples from products from companies that I want, like makeup and hair. I ask them for a free sample, I get it, and then I make a video on it, and then I get commission off of the video.
So much of selling on Amazon, especially if it's your own brand, is about marketing. So if you master how to market and make viral content on TikTok, then you're going to have such an advantage like once you just go to create the physical product. So I think it's actually
That's
a great way
perfect
to like
path
yeah,
to
exactly.
go. Okay,
So
awesome.
I'm taking the opposite path. I'm products first and then learning marketing, but
Yeah.
learning marketing then products is also a good way to do it. So
That's amazing. Okay.
So yeah, I
I'm
wish you the
excited.
best of luck.
Thank you, Dan.
Hope you start selling on Amazon, even though
appreciate
you'll be my competition, but that's okay. there's room for everyone. So.
Thank you, Dan.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Isaac.
Isaac. Dan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How long have you been selling on
I
Amazon?
have been doing Amazon for a year.
A year, okay.
Right.
Nice. And what's your business look like right
So
now?
my business look like I'm doing full-time OA.
Okay, nice. And do you have interest in transitioning into wholesale or brand direct, or are you good with OA?
I'm slowly moving to wholesale. Then I have a couple wholesale account, but
Okay, nice.
but I could not find any profit in it.
Yeah. You'll get a price list and you'll scan the products and then nothing really makes sense.
Right.
Okay, got it. My biggest advice for that would be you have to negotiate the pricing. Often distributors will have their standard pricing, assuming you buy just a couple cases of this, a couple cases of that. Traditionally, distributors distribute to like single brick and mortar stores. So they might buy a very small amount of inventory and they don't have to deal with Amazon fees. You as an Amazon seller have to explain to them, we're gonna do a way higher volume than normal. We might buy 1,000 units of this one SKU, but if we do, we need a much better price because we have to deal with Amazon fees that take a lot of percentage out of the sale. So we need basically your rock bottom price. We'll make it up to you and buy a lot of it. And often your entire profit in wholesale is the extent to which you negotiate pricing lower than the initial list. So my advice to you is when you get a list, don't just accept that those are the prices, nothing works. Try to work on those prices and negotiate as hard as you can to get that price lower, and then you'll find that a break-even price list becomes a very profitable price list. So good luck with that, and yeah, I hope you get some wholesale gold after
Thank you so much.
negotiating. Absolutely. What's your name?
Juan Ramirez.
Juan Ramirez. Dan, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
So you're an Amazon seller. How long have you been selling for?
So I'm on 6 months right now.
6 months, awesome.
Yep.
And what's your business look like right now?
It's transitioning over from RA going into wholesale, and that's
Awesome.
I'm doing the transition, working into it.
What's your biggest bottleneck right now that you'd say?
My biggest bottleneck is I don't really have a sales background, so reaching out to the brands, the cold calling, and trying to develop a relationship, and
Okay.
trying to let go of that fear and you
For
know,
sure, for sure.
breaking the ice.
So you've been able to find a list of brands to contact pretty easily, and then it's just the fear of actually picking up the phone and contacting those brands.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't have a problem, you know, sourcing and figuring out the brands. It's the actual execution when it comes to talking to them. So
For sure, for
Sorry,
sure.
man.
I relate to that because I had the same exact problem. The first 5 or 10 brands I called, I was petrified. I'm an introverted guy by nature.
Right.
I'm not a salesperson. I would say my best advice to eliminate that bottleneck is just get out of your comfort zone and make the calls. As cliche as that sounds, it's just literally the only way you're going to break through that barrier is by doing it, taking action. So it doesn't matter if you stumble and fumble through the first 5 or 10 calls or even 100 calls. There's so many brands out there that it just doesn't matter. So you got to just make the calls, laugh it off. If like someone says no or hangs up on you, like it's not personal. Just
whoa.
just move on as fast as that guy moved on.
Right.
And you know, you'll be in a good position eventually, and you'll get momentum. Once you get that first yes or two, your confidence is gonna like 10x, and then it's just rinse repeat. So best of luck, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it. Good advice, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.